Hey, check it out. So 5 simple things. These are simple things not to do with your money on payday, right? So let's get started. So tip number 1 is going to be pretty simple, right? So tip number 1 is going to be on payday or prior to payday, maybe like on Thursdays if you get paid on Fridays. Just take some time. Take some time and just go through your banking statement and write out all the recurring charges, right? Go in there and just write out all the recurring charges and figure out what you can eliminate. Because what happens is we tend to be in a rush with our lives and day-to-day stuff, and we put apps on our phones for the kids, and we subscribe to Netflix, Disney, Hulu, whatever, right? We have all these subscriptions and they're recurring, so we don't really pay them attention. But whenever we look at our bank statement, we're like, dang, where did all my money go, right? So, hey, get a white tablet, get a tablet, something to write on, and just go through your banking statement and say, okay, what can I eliminate that's draining my bank account, right? Because the thing about it, if it's something that's $10 a month, times it times 12, that's $120 a year that you're spending on something you might not even be using, right? If you have multiple gym memberships, I remember we had multiple gym memberships and we just eliminated that. So that's going to be one of the first main things to kind of look at. And I guarantee you're going to thank me, because you're going to realize, man, you know what? I was spending a lot. I was spending maybe an extra $2,000 a year on just dumb stuff. So it's going to save you some money, and that'll free up some cash so you can maybe invest in something else. We can get into like a different video on that, but as for right now, we're going over the 5 simple things not to do with your money. So check it out. So number 2 is gonna be, this is pretty simple, right? But it's the simple things, man. It's the simple things that always get us in trouble, right? So on payday, make sure that you don't brag or show off about your big payday, right? So let's say, for example, you had a good week, and you maybe sold some stuff, maybe you got some overtime, maybe you got a bonus, and you tell your friends about it, right? Well, maybe at the time your friends don't have money, so now they're gonna say, okay, you know what? Let's go out with him because he has the money. And what happens? What usually happens when you go out with your friends and you start to have a good time, and you lose track of the time. You lose track on how much money you spent, or how much, like, you just lose track of everything, right? So then the next morning you wake up and you're like, why did I do that? Why did they let me do that? And then what they're gonna say, well, hey man, you're an adult. You can do whatever you want with your life, right? so they're gonna stick you with that one. So hey, be aware of that one. That was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is something I've learned over multiple mistakes. Is man, we just gotta stop buying dumb stuff. It sounds simple, right? Like, let's not buy dumb stuff. So my coworkers, when I was very, very young, they would spend their whole check on like something's dumb, and at the time we thought it was cool, right? We thought we were just being cool, and we thought that we were showing off or whatever. But looking back, what happened was we got sucked up by instant gratification. We got stuck by, you know what, I just want to buy it now. And what happens whenever you buy something that you thought you really wanted? What happens in a few couple of days? Like, you're like, I don't even want this anymore. I want something else, right? We get caught up in this instant gratification where we just buy dumb stuff. So one rule that you can apply whenever you're at the edge of buying a dumb stuff is you can say, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let my emotions make this purchase. So let me make some logical decisions here, right? So you have to ask yourself, okay, is this like an impulse buy? Am I wanting some instant gratification? Do I really want to spend my money on this? Or how long did it take me to earn this money? Do I really want to blow it on that? Or you can even ask yourself, okay, you know what? Am I able to buy 2 or 3 of these? Whatever it is, say, am I able to buy 2 or 3 of these? And if you are, hey, you could buy it. Just buy it, right? But if you're not, you might want to reconsider and say, hey, you know what? Is there a better way for me to spend my money? Should I maybe invest it in something that's going to multiply to where I can buy my luxury items with the profit I make out of my investments, right? So that's another strategy we can talk about later. But the number two is, we're at number four. Number four of the 5 simple things not to do with your money on payday is make sure that you're not getting sold. So if you go to like the appliance store, if you go to the furniture store, if you go even to like some department stores that those guys are on commission, man, they're gonna sell you, man. They're gonna sell you because sales has become a very lucrative industry because it's a skill that you can learn. At first, people thought that they were natural salespeople, right? But come to find out that you can actually learn that skill of sales. And so there's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of online training that teach people how to sell. And what's happening is a lot of companies are investing in those programs. They're investing in those coaches to come in and teach their team how to become better salespeople, because at the end of the day, those salespeople rely on your money to pay their bills. So if they know how to sell you, hey, they won. So hey, whenever you're in a situation, say, you know what, am I being sold here? Is this guy hyping me up and he's making me feel like, that I really need this product? Is he hyping me up, that I really need this thing? Because you might be getting sold. So just kind of use some logic and always remember, like, whenever you're in that situation where you want something, your emotions are always gonna kind of try to outpower your logic. So you gotta make that distinction and say, okay, you know what? Is my emotions really influencing this, or is the logic influencing this decision? So take some time and look at that, all right? Tip number 5 of the 5 simple things not to do with your paycheck. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, I'm really working to get these videos recognized, because you know what? We need to share this value to some people. We need to get the message out there, because there's someone that's busting their ass that at the end of the week they blow their money, and then Monday they're back at square one. They're like, man, how do I get out of this rat race? I need some information. Can someone just send me some light and show me the way, right? This might be the way for them, right? So check it out. Number 5 is gonna be, stop thinking that you're gonna win big in the lotto. Just stop, okay? Let's take a moment of silence for that. Okay, so look, stop thinking you're gonna buy the winning ticket, you're gonna be the next lotto winner. I want you to do something, it's really interesting, right? Look up just Google maybe like lottery, where are they now, right? Lottery winners, right? Most of those lottery winners are in worse shape now than they were before they won the lotto. So what that means is like they won the lotto by like random crazy luck, but they weren't mentally capable of managing that money. So what happens was they lost it as soon as they got it. They didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know none of that. So a lot of times people play the lotto in hopes to in hopes for that's their way out or something. They like have this thing like, man, if I just win the lotto, my life will be set for life. They have that mindset, and it's sad, right? But we got to make sure that we teach those people and let them know, hey, you know what? There's other things to do with your money instead of wasting on the lotto, right? So look, if you're a lotto player, hey, we've all played lotto. We've all had family that played lotto, whatever, right? But look, take some time and say, you know what? How much do I spend a month on lottery tickets, right? Okay, how much is that annually? Okay, what if I was to like spend that money and invest it in something that might, generate some interest, some compound interest, maybe like an index fund or something, right? So you can start off simple. But just kind of look at those different vehicles versus just putting your money into lotto and just hoping for your big break, because it's like 1 in 50 million of your chances of winning. So that's crazy, right? Also, like gambling, if if you're like one that lives paycheck to paycheck and you're trying to figure out how to get out of this rut, and you're trying to figure out how do I get out of this rat race, how do I, you know, how do I better my life? Well, gambling is gonna set you back, because gambling, all gambling does, man, is it gives you like a boost of dopamine, adrenaline rush, because you're just in the moment, you're excited, you're drinking some drinks. Whenever you start to drink, then your conscious and your subconscious mind stop communicating, and before you know it, you're just making these crazy decisions, and you feel like you're on this winning streak, and then before you know it, you're down 5,000, and you're like, man, I was just up 10,000. How am I down 5,000? And it's like a roller coaster, and then you don't want to stop because you're like, man, I just gotta play one more hand, because if I play one more hand, I might win all my money back. And then so what happens is you get caught in that trap, and then what happens is Monday morning you're like, man, you know what? I just lost a lot of money this weekend. I'm gonna have to bust my ass to catch back up. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I hate when I do that. You get the message, right? So hey, stay away from that stuff, man. Just work very hard. You know, I'm pretty sure that if you really commit to it, and you commit to these 5 simple things, and they're simple things, man. Like I said, they're simple things that we can apply in our lives that will make a big difference. So hey, I hope this video found value. I hope you found value in this video. And like I said, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and reach out to me if I can help out with anything, man. Reach out to me, send me a message, comment on this video if you found this video valuable. I want to hear about it. Thanks, guys.